Cold hard as a lie. Yeah. Region 6.5 rack extensions. You know how I go. Been waiting on it. I'm a real faithful Reasons user. I use Sonar, 1X sometimes too. Pretty much every recording program I have it, but other than Pro Tools. But that's because of certain reasons. You out there, you know what I mean. But I had a couple demos of it. I'm not a Pro Tools fan. You know what I'm saying? Studio 1.2 is awesome. If you ain't never got up on it, it's like super awesome. But we on Reasons 6.5 rack extensions. Been waiting on it. FET Compressor in the house. Gonna let y'all hear what it sound like. We just already did a little A and B and trying to set the levels up. I'm gonna start coming to y'all with a lot more stuff. We're doing basically, if you see here, the old little trick all in, but not quite all in, which is the 1176 trick, all buttons in. I'm actually in the midst of buying a clone, so I can have the actual physical hardware, which I have a couple of outboard pieces of equipment that I throw back in through Regions in such a beautiful way. But let's get to where we at right now, alright? So that's gonna be just something I made right quick, you know. Ideate. Basic. So I tried to make it something basically that there wouldn't be no questions. Not like these, no fancy drums, or not a Rex file even, because it would already have some character. I wanted something that really didn't have too much character, so we just used the basic jump. Alright, basic pattern. Alright, now check it out. Once we throw that on now, it gets a little meatier, but the effect is hard to hear, of course, through the internet, but it does what it's supposed to do. So let's take it down to 1, right? Show you a little trick I like. Take that down fast as it can get, right? See, I'm cutting the lower end out. Not cutting it out, but the opposite of cutting. That's what this is doing. It says low end cut, but technically, if I put it down now, it's going to compress on the lower frequencies. So if I do it by my 80 hertz, my kick can still get through it. My kick won't cause the compressor to compress. And we can go all the way dry to all the way compression. We're just going to stick all the way compression right now. Let's bring that on up. Let's see, we outrageous right there. But now let's check that out. Just so it's beautiful. It's a beautiful compressor to me, you know. And then like the LA 2As and all that. It's kind of like they all in a way do similar things. To me, this right here. Let me bring that up right quick. It's my version of it. Reasons. This is the LA2A. Because check it out. I mean, in the CL2 and all that, man, because it does the same thing, really. People hype stuff up. I know it does a little bit. I'm not. Don't hit me up with email screaming, oh, it's not L2. But check it out. Just push that hard. Input. Pull that down. See, listen, that's the difference. I mean, it's about how hard you hitting it with the signal as well. You know, I could slam it and get a little more out of it. You see what I'm saying? So when I start actually cutting off with it, like, alright, you hear the difference. Now when I actually add this back on there, it's not hitting it as hard because I'm not hitting it as hard, I guess you could say. But you can really actually do some more. That's all in. And whenever you do that, you're going to want to pull it back because it's going to just give you heavy distortion. That's all it's doing. Distorting the shit out that shit. I like this. Like, check this out. That is awesome. You hear the extra woo. I don't know if you can feel it or hear it. Put some headphones on. I know you can catch it. Now you get more to the attack part. So if you go halfway, get a blend of them right. That's all in. So let's go 20. And it's such a difference because, like I said, that's the 1176 trick, pushing all 4 buttons in, getting all the ratios, maximum ratio, basically, which is something like a discressor. Discressor has that in this unit. So let me see here. How long would this take? I should have actually had it up, I guess. I was gonna bring in some compressors that I made basically off Region 6, you know. A couple with pulverized. I made like 10 compressors, you know what I'm saying, and that to me sounded similar to this one. And let's try it on a different signal right quick. I'm not gonna even change the chord, so I ain't no telling what this gonna sound like on some screens. Let's see. Now this is a little dark, so what we're gonna do is, ouch, play some live right quick. Let's see. Oh man, oh we on the wrong thing there. Hold on 1 second. Okay, all right. That ain't the best live chorus though. Let's pull that back some. You hear the intensity and it's on bypass. Now let's compress that. Let's just use some of the stuff they got in there. I think they had some for screens, which is why I did that. No, they did not. Alright, let's go transition. So, we'll be back at y'all like 2 or 3 more times, but for right now, that's what it do. And once again, very high priced tools right here. But of course, I have not had time to play with it because you know it just really came out today. But I was like, before I even get good into it, because I know the actual plug-in itself, I was like, and then it's a compressor. But they don't do a lot, but they do. But it's more about the quality. And I know me personally, if I didn't have it yet, I'd be searching the internet for it. So I wanted to put it out there for y'all. We can do this right here again, like I said, just get another A and B of what's already there. Because you can get some heavy compression out of reason with the regular compressors. But, like I said, this gives you that same max. That's why it's called maximize. And I didn't even use it for a while until I started trying to find ways to make plugins in regions. Or things that imitated plugins. To the point where it was like, okay, this is sufficient. I don't have to go out just to get that sound. Which was Rewire, you know that. I'm going to holler at y'all, Cold Harders Live. We'll be back at you.